guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. You guys should watch my review on the PowerSmart 80 volt dual stage snowblower, electric snowblower, my first dual stage electric one. You guys should watch my reviews sometimes when it deals with mowers and blowers. This is kind of interesting. Now that the review is done, I really have no room in my garage to put it. I really have to get rid of those boxes, man. Anyway, the review was very good, and I have yet to test it in snow since we haven't had any snow yet. Leaves are off the trees. I'm just waiting for that maple to fall. It's always really late to fall and always falls on my lawn. It's not even my tree. Anyway, while I was reviewing this, you notice the bucket? Both sides of the bucket are bent in slightly, and I thought that because it looks so uniform, maybe it was designed that way. And then I looked at their website and pictures of it from the front view, and it's not bent in like that. So I think it was just damaged during shipping, which is unfortunate, but that's an easy fix, you know. You probably saw, got this cool knife from a company called Steinbrucke. These knives are all about $10 or $15. They sent me a third one just to show you the different types of knives that they have. Like I said, about $10 or $15 depending on which one you get. Steinbrucke. Link is in the description if you guys are interested. So I took this out today because I want to go and put it in the shed. I know I don't have any room in the shed, but I wanted to kind of condense what I have in my shed. I'm probably going to try to stack some of my push mowers on top of each other. Like too high, not too high, too high. And I'm going to try to fix this. And usually I try to fix this. I take this thing to prevent scratches. Get like a crescent wrench. Just put it like that. And bend it back. Because this is covered, I can't see what I'm doing. So, it's gonna get scratched up anyway eventually. There we go. I feel much better now. Let's go put this in the shed. Look at that. Stacking those mowers one on top of each other saved me a ton of room. Now I have room for my new electric snowblower here, the dual stage, my electric single stage, the chipper shredder I still have left that I haven't sold yet. And then when snow comes and I stop mowing, I can put my Toro 616Z there. Awesome. I feel much better now. You know what I took out of here that needs fixing? That's right. One of them Yardmachines single stage 21-inch 3.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine paddle snowblowers. I got this, I believe, from Jason, Pate's Performance. Don't know anything about it. Looks complete with the exception of a primer bulb and also a recoil starter and the panel that covers that. So it needs a recoil starter, probably the big kind, with a handle and rope. I gotta go search for that. Tecumseh, one pull start with a rope. Needs some oiling and a pull handle. Got an old recoil starter here with a pull handle. Scores! All right, so we got this in the driveway now. I got a pull handle from that other thing, and this is the bigger one. Tecumseh makes, at least I've seen, two different kinds like this. This is usually for the snow blowers because it's you know, like 1.5 inches deep, whereas the lawnmower ones are like 1 inch. So I think this is what we need. The problem is it's hard to find the 3 screws. They're such small screws. It's hard to find those 3 screws. Nobody really has, because they're so small you always lose them. So if I could get that to work, it'd be great, but it's gonna take me a while to look for those screws. Also, we need a primer bulb. But first, to see if this even works, right? I mean, if the engine's blown, what's the point of fixing the primer bulb? You know what I mean? We have to get this running first before I fix the primer bulb. But you can't test it to start unless you have a recoil starter. So that's number 1. Other than that, everything else looks pretty complete. Just missing a primer bulb in this, and hopefully it'll run. But let me look for those screws that fit in here, and it's hard to get in there too. As you saw from time lapse, I was able to find 3 screws. They're not the original ones, but they fit. I had to remove this bracket just to get to this hole. So it's on here now. I tested it. The screws aren't too long so that when you pull it, it traps it. That's happened before. So looks like the recoil starter works, which is cool. Has a good long rope too, pretty decent condition. And since I was here, I took the bowl off just to check out the condition of the carburetor. So it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's got some, I want to say it's like oil residue on there. And the jet nut did not come off. When I took the bowl off, it moved along with it, and there we go. Just the gasket was stuck on there. So that wasn't going to start because that hole is completely filled up with the oil residue that's in this bowl. So I'm going to have to poke out these holes. There's a little tiny one that's drilled diagonally downwards, really small. You need one of those bristle brush fibers to get into that hole, because even a twisty tie bread bag twisty tie thing, it's still too fat for that. So I'll clean this out. Gasket seems like it's okay. Bowl needs to be cleaned out. When I took the bowl off, along with that screw, the plastic blue emulsion tube also came out. They kind of call this the main jet, you know, and it seems to be clear. I'll blow some air out of there. I'll blow some carb cleaner in here, up the emulsion. There's a lot of crap in there. I feel some resistance. This is a carburetor that has that spring. Recently I did a video about that. Some of the commenters are like, what the F are you talking about spring? I've never seen a spring in a Tecumseh carburetor before at the hinges. Well, if you haven't seen it, then you obviously don't work on that many machines. Why, Henry, what are you talking about? What spring? All right, pay close attention. At the hinge, where the pin holds the bowl float, this spring right here that keeps it, it seems like it keeps it up. So if it keeps it up, how's fuel ever going to get through the needle, right? Now, I never understood the spring, but I'm not taking it off because you'll never get it back on again. So anyway, for you naysayers who don't know what I'm talking about, the spring, you can see it right there in its physical form. There's a spring in between the hinge and the pin and the float. Proof. Okie dokie, just check the gas. It's absolutely bone dry. I pulled it and it turned over briefly. Just going to show you now. Off choke, some fluid, back to choke. Take it off the choke halfway. There we go. It turns over and runs. Now all we need to do is put some two-stroke fuel in there and then go find a primer bulb. Label on the bottom over here says fuel mixture 50 to 1 or 2%. This is true fuel, 50 to 1, already pre-mixed. Just gonna pour a little bit in here. I don't have much left. Usually my friend Nick from Bellport gives me some. I haven't seen him in a while. Let's see if this starts on its own, runs on its own, even with gas in it. We won't fix the primer bulb just yet. It seems to start. Okay, it's starting to flow. The fuel is going from the gas tank to the carburetor, filling up the bowl slowly. Fantastic. That was an easy fix, huh? Let's go find a primer bulb. Got you nice and close. Got a primer bulb. This is from one of those carburetor kits from my friends over at HIPAstore.com, or HIPA. This fits perfectly, but let's find that primer line. Well, you know what? I'll just snap this in there and try to hook it up. There you go. There's a primer bulb. Primer line is right here. And just attach it onto it. There you go. So now it should prime now. You know the primer bulb works because when you're pushing it, it's pushing air and fluid into the carburetor, which gives it that hesitation. Okay, so I oiled the chute before. It was hard to pull, so I sprayed some into that area where it rotates on. Look at that. Super smooth now. So I have obviously winterized my pipes, so I don't have a water hose spigot that's working right now. So I'm gonna use some super clean. When I can't clean things with water, I'm just gonna give this a wipe down. It's got a little bit of grease around this area here. Spraying super clean on here just lets it sit for a while and it does its job. Usually you would spray it down, but like I said, I don't want to spray. So I'm just gonna wipe it down with a cloth and it'll make it clean enough for me to take pictures and list it. Hopefully by the time first snow comes, I'll be able to sell it. What do you guys think? $175? Take as low as 50? There's a lot of room there that you could negotiate with. I mean, honestly, I'd be happy with $50 or $75. Listen, in your neck of the woods, you may get a lot of money for this. Here in New York, nobody wants these damn things anymore. You know what I mean? Be lucky to get any money for this at all. But I did it for the content and also the curiosity on whether or not I could get it to work, But it was super easy today, huh? Cleaned the carburetor, added a primer bulb, added a recoil starter and a pull rope handle. Fires up, runs fine. Auger engagement and auger works well. Oiled this to have the chute move back and forth. And actually the paddles are not bad because you can tell when it's on and this is engaged, it actually pulls it a little bit, which means that the rubber paddles are meaty enough to grip the asphalt and forward assist you, So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna wipe this down, take some pictures, and we can list it. Doesn't that look much nicer? That's a quick wipe down. Super clean really works well. Pretty surprised how fast it took me to get this going. I only have that water pump left to put together. I have that old snowblower engine that has an electric start on it, Tecumseh. I could eventually, get it going. I got a John Deere RX-75 I need to put together and get it running. Craftsman LT1000 I got from Nick Iardi that needs to be done, and also a Husqvarna tractor that I need to fix. Those are those are the only 5 things I have to fix, you know. I also need a chute for one of my CCRs, snowblowers. But other than that, I have this, my Monster Beast, and that gray Craftsman single stage that I can sell for the winter. I don't have much snowblowers to sell at all. I think I sold about 5 or 8 snowblowers during the summer this season, which was pretty good. You know, I had a Honda, a Snowtech, I don't even remember, but I did sell about 5 or 8, something like that. You guys would probably remember better than I. So pretty decent snowblower sales. It's so funny that I sold them in the summer and not the winter, you know. I know that this year, if it's gonna snow quite a bit, that's what the rumors are, I don't have anything to sell. So I'll probably just take it easy this winter and just give you snowblower and electric snowblower cleanup videos. That's always fun too. But there's no snow in the near future here. Not that's forecasted, so just have to play the waiting game. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick Yardmachines 3.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine, single stage paddle snowblower fix. Just a carb clean, added a Recoil starter pull rope handle, oiled this thing, added gas, put a primer bulb in. That's it. I know it sounds like a lot, but you guys know I do it all the time, so it's totally easy for me. This is a very satisfying fix, you know. None of that head scratcher stuff, you know. I used to have so many episodes where it's like I just couldn't figure out why it wouldn't start, you know. But now I'm older, a little more experience. I know what to check for. Been having some pretty good fixes lately. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to keep buying my stickers over at mowersblowers.com. Helps keep the videos going every day. And paypal.me/mowersandblowers. If you can afford $1 or $2 every little bit, helps me get motivated for the next fix. Have a happy holiday, guys. We'll see you later.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Thank you.